Kabbalah Gym, last class for this course. We have usually 3 Kabbalah Gym, 3 levels, which in the second level we're going deep into reincarnation. In the third level, I'm helping you to know how to teach it to others and help others. Which means in the third level, you have to already becoming the one who helping others to make it there. The whole goal of Vital Transformation from the beginning was to train people how to help other people. Because if it will be only me or Debbie or other teacher, not enough. We talk about 7 billion people. How do you get 7 billion people? You're going to wait for the priest, for the rabbi, for the guru. There's few people unique, wearing some nice garment, things on their head, look important, and goodbye. That's life. But we want to make sure that every simple person has the 10 people around them, teaching them, helping them. And through that, we can finish the chaos, the bloodshed, the problem. Otherwise, no difference between dictator and some spiritual guru. There is no hope like that. All right? So first, thank you for making the effort to come in the rain. I know in LA, nobody drive in the rain. Okay? Nobody drive in the rain. I mean, the only thing I saw on TV, that somebody tried to slide on the rain. You know, slide on the rain, the police arrested them. You know, they were waiting, and they want to slide as the rain go down. Some crazy people that want to slide on it. They're crazy. So thank God they stopped them before they die. So this is all good. So let's get going. Last week, Debbie gave you a tough workshop about bread of shame. Some of you came happy. Some of you weren't happy, which I'm very happy you weren't happy. That's a good sign. Means something been done. Bread of shame, awakening a frequency of the body. Every time that you have a bread of shame, every time you have this awakening, it's the body frequency start to vibrate. Body. Now in the body, there is usually the heavy duty thing. Because the body made, if you look at Genesis, the body made of dirt. The dirt belong to the dirt. Right? I mean, if you read Genesis, it said that God took the dirt and created human from it. That's what we call Adam. What is the name first human? Adam. What do you say dirt in Hebrew? Adama. Dirt and human, the same roots. So what is that says to do is when you go after the body frequency, you have gravity. When you have gravity, it's all about you. I'm sad, I'm miserable, I'm beautiful. It's all the body and body and body. All day long, the body. So when the person just receive, and there is no sharing, like the soul is only giving, only loving, only taking care of people, that's the soul. But the body, so heavy. So and I make it even worse. I mean, that's what we study in reincarnation. Depends on the intercourse between your father and mother that make it worse or better. So the only thing that you
it makes it a lot worse.
Maybe we leave it. We leave it for reincarnation. For next thing, it will be too much information. Maybe we shouldn't talk. Okay, yeah, no good. Was not a good call here. Not a good call. We're not talking about sex here. We're gonna talk next course about sexual relationship and how the soul comes into the body. Because otherwise, I'm sorry about that. It was not sensitive of me. So the whole idea of the body comes to the ground, is heavy, it can get depressed. That's a frequency of bread of shame. So every time you receive something, be careful. Every time you give, you should be happy. But it's not normally like that. When we give, we kind of, You ever saw the movie Ghost with the, what's her name? Whoopi Goldberg, when she give the charity, and she give the check, and she fighting with the check. People don't like to give. It's like somebody buying a lottery ticket, so I'm filling a gas. So I said to him, how much is it this week? So he's getting excited. It's 400 million. I said to him, how much you going to give to charity? 40 million? Huh? I said, did you ever can imagine yourself writing $40 million check? The person becomes sad, miserable, depressed. He looked at me, and he went away like I brought him bad luck. But think about it right now, Are you capable, even in your brain, to write down $40 million check? It's scary. Nobody can write a check like that. Nobody. It's impossible. The brain will not let you. What if you win 400 million? You said, of course I write for everybody. Of course. You know how many people I met that of course never happened. Because the body frequency, once you receive, the body becomes worse. The body controls you more. More you receive, more you become a body awareness frequency. You need to remember that. Every time you get more money, more attention, more sexual attention, more physical attention, more food, all the more for the body, it becomes a body frequency bread of shame. You become heavy, heavy, like the ground. That's why we bury human in the ground, normally, by the Bible, by the Torah. I mean, today they're burning, they put them in the different things, it's a different technique, technology. But the body meant to go back to where it came from, which was Adama, Adam. Okay? Any question on that? I think that was easy, right? I mean, too much information about the reincarnation. I'm sorry, that's next. I don't know. When is the next?
It's right after Passover.
After Passover, we're going to do the gym. Maybe we separate you so you don't hear all about sex. It's only for younger and older. No, I didn't know how to address it. It's not my night with words. I guess Mercury is in retrograde or something. Anyway, the frequency of the body, awakening a selfish need to protect myself. We studied the first one. We have a need to protect ourselves. We need to protect the body, gotta keep healthy, stay alive, all kind of things. Very normal. All right. That's easy. So far, it's easy. The need to protect myself awake a selfish angel that reminds us only to think about ourselves. So there is basically a force, but it's not inside of you. It's not your body, and it's not your soul. Now we're talking about different angle to the thing. So now there is a force. Every time you awake the selfish desire, you're activating a connection to that angels that start putting the frequency in where it doesn't use the body, because the angels are not body. They are metaphysical. They are not physical. They are awareness or voices or thought. Now, can you imagine how confusing it is? Your body is not the one who's telling you to be selfish. That angel now whispering, yeah, you should do it, do it. It's almost like a voice. Do it, you can do it now. Why? Because once you activate, from a physical point of view, your breath of shame, that angel allowed to enter your thought. Clear on that, Rob? Okay. You ever had voice in your head? A good one or a bad one?
That's a hard one.
All right. We all have good and bad. I mean, people think there is a split personality, but you need to know. We have at least three, every human being have at least three personality to each human. Three. Some people have more. So just to let you know, if you think you have only one personality, you have no idea what you're talking about. There is no such a thing as a human with one. All of us have three is the minimum. Some have six. What happened when people split personality, like mentally, it's when another spirit go in beside of the soul. That's also for reincarnation.
Robin Williams had a lot.
Robin Williams, because of the panic he went through, something entered.
It's sad what happened to him, but he was able to do so many different, like...
Oh, you mean as an actor?
Yeah, like he could be like different people.
Yeah. But I'm talking about in a real life. If a person, like if you visit a mental hospital, a lot of the cases there is a spirit that went in, sitting there and make them crazy. But that's for the course more reincarnation stuff. And if you have any subject you want me to cover at that next 6 weeks, just tell me which subject is related to you. What type of reincarnation you want to know. Because we can do it for 20 years and we will not finish. So I have to address what your desire is. Okay? Now, his name of that angel has a name. Some people call it a famous name. Some people call him Lucifer, evil inclination, opponent. You name it, whatever you want. The word Satan is coming from the Bible. It's mentioned there. Devil is coming from English. I don't know where it's mentioned. Lucifer, I don't know the tradition where it came from. I have to look it up. They say it's kind of the angels of them. Evil inclination, it's something you find in the Mishnah, in the Talmud. The opponent is something you're also finding in the Talmud, which means who you're fighting. Now, one thing I have to do first before we even go further, that you know, this is not what we're talking about. You look at it? Okay, is the camera look at it okay? Very good, good job. Thank you. This is not your opponent. Okay, clear? So far? Good. Why am I put this picture? Most people say I've been attacked by this negative person. From now on, what I'm teaching you before we do reincarnation, you can never be attacked before the attack starts from within. Something is going on wrong, attract that angel, angel attract the wrong person. So for now, you know the frequency, how it works. First me, angel, bad people come. Okay? Body frequency, breath of shame, angel, you know the name now, come. After that, humans start coming. So it can never start opponent or the devil, whatever you want to call it, never can be a human. It's also not that. I want to make sure it's all clear. I choose good pictures here to make sure you know. Because I have so many years of experience, people complain only about those things. And also not that. People complain about this as well. They usually blame those categories and they think this is their problem. It can never be the problem. If you will understand it, by the way, there is a great book out there. Most people don't appreciate the book. It bothers me to the bottom of my heart because people don't see spirituality in this book. It's a business book. But I believe it's a more spiritual book and people don't appreciate it. It's called Think and Grow Rich. But people don't take it seriously. They don't take it seriously. They get like, oh, good. I don't know if I can make money. Spiritual book. Hello? Spiritual book. And in the book, the same writer wrote another book. For some reason, nobody even knew he wrote another book. Did you know that?
Napoleon Hill.
Yeah. Do you know he wrote another book? And the other book, he talked about the devil.
He wrote a book about the devil?
Yes. And it's an interview. He's like a worker, come to interview the devil. He won't exactly know how it works in the brain of a human being. So if you really want to understand tonight's lecture, read the second book. But again, most people who don't like his writing get bored because it seems like he commends you. So if you will feel like he crushed you. But I think it's a very good book. Again, not here to convince you, just tell you. Let's understand the opponent. Let's understand what's the purpose of God creating such a creature. So let's say everybody has something they like to do. Some lift weight, some like basketball, some like I like tennis. So let's say if I go tennis, so usually I've been invited, if not be rain, on Wednesday night, I go and I meet different players. Some good, some bad. And some night, been invited and terrible player. So if I go there, you're going to win. So what do you do? What usually you do with tennis? You do all the shot that usually you're scared to do. You don't care to lose because the opponent in front of you is not the best. So you just do it. How much you enjoy the game without doing special shot if you win? Nothing. Why? Because life is not about getting what you want. Life is about overcoming something. If you didn't overcome anything, you don't have earning it. You don't have a great feeling. We want to overcome something. So when you come to a game, what is sport? You overcome something. You see LeBron or Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan, they overcome something. Something about those players, they overcome. If somebody is not overcoming something, that means he never won the evil spirit. He never won something inside. And for that reason, there is no joy, there's no happiness. You're doomed. You crush. Smile on your face only can come when you have storm, overcome the storm, I'm happy. What if you remove the storm and you get what you want every time? You're miserable. So life is designed on earning, not on achieving. Earning. How excited I am to overcome that. So you come to a game. I was playing with a player for 1 year, 3 times a week. I would lose every game. My kids keep asking, how was the game? Lost. So the dinner we're eating. So they ask my son, say, can I be a little bit disrespectful? I say, sure. I say, why are you going? It's already 10 months. You never won one game against this guy. I say, well, I won a few games, but I didn't win the game. But I enjoy it. It's very good. It's very high level. And I enjoy tennis, and I enjoy everything about it. I enjoy trying to beat him. And I say, every time I start the game, I believe I can do it today. And every time in the end, I realize I couldn't. So they asked me, why are you going? I said, it's so much fun to try to overcome something which is difficult. And I'm telling it to you, not just about tennis, it's about business. It's about relationship. It's about your health, about everything. What is your inner evil inside of you that don't let you overcome something? What is it? You gotta find out. Because if you do shortcut, you're not killing anybody, you're killing yourself. There is one great discovery that happened to you when you go into a tough time. You know what it is? You discover one person. You want to know who you discover when you go into a tough time? Who you discover? Yes! You discover yourself, my friend. What is more important than discover yourself? Everybody will discover the soulmate. Where is the great money? Where is the great thing? Forget everything outside. What about you? You forget about one person here. You. This. Don't think if you have soulmate you will be happy. If you have money, no, you're not going to be happy. Let me tell you. Let me make sure it's all clear. You're not going to be happy. Nothing can make you happy. There's one thing that can make you happy. Discover who you are. How you discover who you are? You need some problem. Why? Because then you can believe you can overcome all the problem. Now, let me see how the system works, because that's a little bit complicated. But if you remember that, it will help you a lot. Okay? Remember, we explained that we have about 3 levels to the soul. And we have consciousness, if you remember, emotions and action. Again, in the emotion, maybe you can put words. Okay? Emotion and words. Because we built from 3 levels to the soul. One called nefesh, we're going to study it in one point. Ruach and neshama. So this is divided into 3 levels. We talk, we think, we do. All right? The light, the divine, the soul frequency bring you something called lasting fulfillment. The opponent, if you want, or the devil, or whatever you want to call it, bring you chaos. So you tell me, my friend, what makes people choose the light or the opponent? Most people don't go after that. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants this. Everybody wants the opponent. What is the opponent salespeople do so well that everybody chase that, nobody chase this? In your consciousness, in your emotion, in your words, in your action, you think like that. You don't think this way, and I'm not trying to blame you. I'm going to explain what I mean in a second. Think for a second. How do you want your life to look like? Immediate good, or I can wait 21 years? So we have now a trick. This group sell very well. You know what they sell very well? They give you immediate result. You want to be happy in half an hour, or want to be happy in 2.5 years? Hey, I take half an hour. I'm good. Half an hour is good. I don't want to wait 2.5 years to be happy. Well, we're going to teach you how to work on yourself. We're going to teach you how to be kind. And once you do all the work on yourself, in 2.5 years, you're going to have lasting fulfillment. How much energy you're getting here? You know those dropper that you use for children when they're sick? This little drop in your mouth? That's how much you get when you work on this frequency. Forever. There, you get the whole bottle in one shot. There's not another bottle. There's one. But you use the whole thing there. So some people, not some people, most people will go after the opponent frequency or the body frequency because it's fun. It's fun. You know, people clubbing, right? They're going to club. They're going to club to meet somebody. Everybody want to meet. You're going empty, you come back fulfillment. And then you go back to the club again. What happened? But you just been fulfilled. Why are you going back to? Well, I'm empty again. You know how terrible it is to be empty after you've been fulfilled? You gotta refill. So you go to the club to refill next week. What is in the club? Let's describe the place. You ever see the place in the day? Of course not. Nobody sees the club in the day. I do because I'm the one who go there to put the mezuzah, to give the blessing. The place is usually dark. Club has to be, if it's not dark, it's not a club. Turn the light off. Why? It's dark. And then those lights coming from everywhere and smoke coming from everywhere. And you have no idea who you're dancing with, right? I've been invited to the fanciest club in New York, right? The biggest, underground. I'm putting the mezuzah. Yeah. And it's pretty late. I said, what time you guys starting? I said, 11. I said, 11? When those people sleep? I said, oh, They have arrangement. Thursday night, 11 p.m. Something is going on there. So Debbie had the birthday, they invited us. So they put us in a room because I told him the music, it would be too much for me. The music had bass that you feel your kidney coming to here and go back. Boom, 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 boom. You feel the organs moving. Boom, boom, boom. And I said, you sure that's what people like? And they like it. So it's too loud, a little bit, the volume got to go down. Eliyahu, you're too old. I said, I'm not old, I'm just thinking something going on wrong here. And you're going deep into the ground. Deep. 200 stairs. You have no idea. Those under the ground. Nice guy, the one who owned the place. So he gave me a room that I can close the door, no sound. Oh, I was so happy. No sound, and he brought me some food. So instead of we going out, it's a glass door, and we're watching everything like monkeys, and no idea what's going on. Then I said to Debbie, maybe we are old. I think we're very old. Those people are jumping on everything. So I said, Debbie, hold my hand. Let's be brave and come out of the room. So we're going out of the room. We're very nervous. And we're going into the big room where people dancing like harsh dance. But you don't see people. You actually see only their head because the light shine in a certain way with the smoke and everything that you see a head from time to time jump here. So the scary part, this is not funny. I'm holding my wife's hand, and even if I want to dance with my wife, you don't know if you're dancing with your wife because you don't know who you're dancing with. Very dark, And she keep whispering, don't leave me, and it's loud. You don't leave me too. And we have to go across from a room full of people to the other side. Complicated situation. Go back to my fishbowl, close myself with the food, and the owner come with 5 guys. Hey man, you have everything. Yeah, you need drink. I said, I'm good, very good, happy. And then I said to Debbie, can I ask Israeli question here, or it would sound rude? She said, ask. Just be nice, smile when you ask. I said, tell me something. I'm not fully get it. I mean, the music is, I'm sure some people like that bass, very strong, and it's the vibration move your skin, and the smoke and the light, and you don't see the people, and I have no idea what's going on, man. God bless him, and God give him long life. He reach out to his pocket and he take a small pill. So what's that? So well, when we use that, the smoke don't look like smoke. The music don't look like music. It's no longer a dark room. The bar look different. People are nice. Faces change. I have a way that when I do things, I gotta do it right. He give me a whole lecture. So, being Israeli, I had to continue. I said, you want to tell me you come to a dark, dirty room with the music which I'm not grasping, with people you don't know, you don't see anything, and then you take a pill so that you will be able to be normal. Well, if I get out of here, I don't need the pills, right? He started laughing. We had a good time. So, what I'm trying to tell you, the reason we get attraction to the opponent, because the feeling is I can get everything right now. If you go to Vegas, sometimes you see, I don't know if you ever go to Vegas, there is a lady who come with an oxygen machine. You ever see that? And hardly can, with a walker, with a helper, and they sit, they bring a bag of coin, and they put in the slot machine the whole evening till 5 a.m. And then when the coin finish, they collapse. No energy, and they have to take them to the room. It's a sin. Why is that? Because there is something that keeps you going when you believe in the end you're going to get exactly what you want. That drive is exciting. It's rejuvenating. It's amazing. This side will teach you discipline. This side will teach you how to raise your standard if you want. Because here the standard is very low, but you get great feeling. Here the standard is very high, but you don't get a great feeling. Here you have to learn to be less reactive. Here, reactive is the answer. So here you have to be creative all the time. You have to rebuild yourself from morning to night. Here you don't have to do anything. All what you got to do is, how can I receive more today? And never be satisfied more than an hour. 1 hour, gone. You're not going to be happy more than an hour. It's impossible to be happy more than an hour when you're living in the opponent universe. So the only difference between these two systems is called time. Here, time is about the energy will be there forever, but you have to work for it. There, it will be there right now, full blast of energy, and it will be gone. Gone. Like it never have been there before. So you now have to look into your life. Consciousness, words, action, emotions. What do you want to feel now? What is it you want to say now? How do you want to act now? What is your consciousness now? Are you want all the result about things you don't have now? Then you know you're working for the dark side. If all what happened in your mind, I want a soulmate now, I want to get married now, I want money now, this is the universe where you operate. Here, let me see what I can do to get myself to lasting fulfillment. What I can do. Not what's available based on what I lack, what I don't have. It's a different drive. Now, if we look how to change, is we need to do a few things. We need to shift something inside of our consciousness. That's the most important thing that you need to, is shifting, okay? From now on, when you have challenges, you have to see them more with excitement. If you don't see your challenge more with excitement, you work for the dark side. If you look at the opportunity, at your chaos, at your, whatever it is, money, health, relationship, or other thing, and you look at it and say, okay, how is this going to make me grow? Now you start going on the right column, which is developing yourself. Now, the light or the blessing is beyond the obstacles, and I need to cross that issue so I can get to the solution. Finally, learn a powerful tool. I'm going to give you a powerful tool tonight. You see, I prepared it for you. Something that truly will help you what to do when you fall into chaos, when you fall into your selfish thing. But remember, chaos is not what we want to remove. Selfish behavior is what we want to transform. Most people try to change the outside. You are wasting time. I'm repeating. You are wasting time. There's nothing to change about the outside. You change the inside, then the outside follow. If I remove my glasses, you look fuzzy. If I put it on, you look clear. Nothing wrong with your face. Something changed in my perception of how I look at things. That's what you want to change. If you can't change that, you're doomed. I'm telling you now. Make it very clear. You're doomed. It doesn't matter what you're going to do. It doesn't matter what kind of workshop you're going to do. Okay? It doesn't matter what kind of workshop you're going to do. You are staying in the same place. Okay. Now, I'm going to give you, I want to share it with everybody. Do me a favor, one of you. Yeah. It's a very simple thing that will make you hopefully happy. Not immediately. Rob, you want to read it for everybody so we can know what's going on? Number one, what's happening?
Number one, something or someone is bothering you.
Happened to you ever that someone or something bother you? Ever happened to you? Okay, so we all have situations like this. Thank you. You can then give it to your friend. Yeah, give it. All right, number two. What's happening number two? Oh, I'm sorry, I have it here and I didn't show it to you. Okay. Good point. Number two.
Become neutral, don't love it or hate it.
Okay, that's the tough part, guys. That's most people fall in number two. How do I stay non-reactive? You can call it proactive if you study Scientology, or you can call it creative. So here you have to reinvent yourself. That part usually people fall here. That's why everything collapses after that. Nobody able to keep number two normal. Don't love it or hate it. Now, why did I say love it? Because sometimes people tell you how great you are. Oh my God, that party, let me tell you. Hey, what happened to you? They're already shaking your balance? You lost it. We can't stand how you do business. Hey, relax. Don't hate it. Wait, you're good? You control you? Good. Number three, what happened?
Think how great you are today.
Before you deal with anything, bring the positivity back into your soul. Your soul needs love. Your soul needs you to think good about yourself. If you're not capable of doing that, your soul at that moment has no fuel. It's empty. Maybe you did last night something very negative that emptied the soul totally. Now the soul needs some attention, not the body, not how beautiful I am, how great I am today. Now, if you want to start with the body, you can start. But it's good to start talking about there's something great about you. Think about one good thing you did today. And I hope you did one. One. That's why it's good to do good, because then the soul gets fulfilled. And then you can talk to your soul and say, remember I helped that person? Remember that I helped that lady? I'll tell you a funny story. I was in the valley. So it was Friday. And Friday usually it's a day of donation. So I'm waiting for my wife, getting shoes for the kids. And I'm outside. And a big kid come to me, larger than me, and with 3 other little kids. I say, I'm hungry, we need money. So being Israeli and judgmental sometimes, I look at the size. They're quite big, since when they are hungry. So you would never judge. I mean, you are good people, but I'm not like your level. So I'm looking, so what's going on here? But it's Friday, and Friday usually it's my commitment of charity. Can I do it? I say, okay. I see a restaurant, I say, come, I take you, and I'm not going to give you money, but I'm going to give you food. Is it okay? I say, yeah, cool. I'm going in, and I order for the big boy this sandwich, order them sandwich, whatever they want, and I'm about to pay. So there is 2 of them start to have an argument. So what's going on? Everything is okay. I say, no, we don't like that type of sandwich, and we don't like the bread. You have to change the bread. So are you serious? So yeah, we don't like the tomato. Remove the tomato, put extra lettuce, and I'm like, I'm going through that. I say, what's going on? I'm being fooled, and I'm being abused here, and I'm continue. And then the big guy say, listen, I like also a big drink, not too much ice, and it's keep going. And I said, yeah, when you start, you got to finish it. So I said, okay, no ice on the drink. So I give it the food, and I'm going outside. I said, my God. I said to myself, if I wouldn't promise that, I wouldn't do it. But why am I telling you that? After that, when I would think about myself, that I was able to give, even I knew I've been fooled, that will give me a gift for the time that I need it. So sometimes when you give to the right people, it's good. It's a mitzvah, it's a good thing. But when you're capable to be still nice to the wrong people, that's a test. And it's not just with money, it's with words, it's with a smile. So that's why we come to number 4. After you've been happy, now what happened?
Now face the situation from a highly secure and motivated place.
Now you're coming from a place that, hey, Eliyahu, you help those people. You're amazing. Now, if one of you, that person who's angry with you, remember, you're already fulfilled now. You're coming from a good place. And you say, number 5, conclusion.
Conclusion, find out if there is a different you before you raise your self-esteem and after. If you have changed for the better, then enjoy life. But if not, go back to step 1.
Good. Number 5 need to be explained. It's not clear. After you realize that you are better and you're good and you're wonderful, you no longer, listen to that, you will be shocked. You no longer will be bothered that much by that person who's bothering you or by the situation. Let's say you have a significant one, like somebody you're with or marriage. You have an argument on stupid thing. Today people don't argue any longer on finding a place because you have navigation. But in the old days, those of you are old enough, remember it was no navigation. You would fight and you see a husband who's angry with the map on top of the car, looking to what highway they're going. And they start fighting. That's a common fight between husband and wife. It used to be. That used to be the fight. Where are you going? What are you doing? Where are you going? Where are you going? You should go left and south and north and east and go and south and north and east and 1 and 2 and up and down. No, it's a joke. Anyway, so the idea is that we need to understand until you don't feel fulfilled, until you don't feel great about yourself, you cannot deal with anything. Because you're miserable. They are miserable. It's never going to win. Nobody's going to win. Everybody going to lose. Everybody going to lose. Husband and wife, you ever listen to their argument, how stupid it is? I'm sorry to insult anybody. It starts well, the first 2.5 minutes, and then it's going nowhere. No, nothing going on. It's a stupid fight. Why? Because they're both miserable in the marriage. And when they're both miserable in the marriage, if they look at themselves and say, well, I did something nice today. Nice. Now, they will start feeling pain of the other person because now they have enough battery. And when you have enough battery in your soul, you have room to be compassionate for the other person. But if you're miserable, you will not be able to help anybody. Is that clear? Rob, you can do it. Yeah. You can do this formula. You can help people. Can you help people with this formula? You can start helping at least one person a day. Teach them how to use it. You know how to do it, right? If you have any question on the formula, please ask me and I will help you. Okay? Question? So that means every day you got to do one good thing. One. So you can say, I did it today. Good job, good job, good. Now just to repeat, soul frequency or light, you are the cause. You are the proactive. You are a giver. You are the optimist. You are taking responsibility. You have clarity, creativity. Don't forget. Body, always react. Always you are the effect. Always me, and myself. Victim.com. Blaming. Dark consciousness. Robotic. I don't even know why I'm doing it. I don't even know why I'm doing it. Why am I even getting angry? I don't even know anymore. That's when people know the body took over. The soul took over. I want to be the reason for why I'm living. I want to be the reason for what I'm doing. I want to create something new. I want to come up with a good idea. So all of those things is coming from a place called taking responsibility, which is the most painful thing for a human being. A human being who starts taking responsibility is the strongest person in that room. Strongest. You want to know, when you look at the room full of people, you look at two types of people. The quiet until they open their mouths, and the one who take responsibility for whatever they think they did or whatever other people think they did. The quiet one usually is smart. After he opened his mouth, you know if you were wrong or not. You know? Okay. Let me keep going. This law go with me for 21 years, and I want you to apply it as well. There is a universal law written in 1922 by Rav Ashlag that say the only way I will be truly fulfilled if I act like the light. When I say light, I'm relating to any higher force. Can be divine, can be God, can be a soul, a frequency, meaning that I will act like in giving, then I will start to activate that. If you read the short book called The Secret, it says like attract like, okay, the law of attraction. So I can only attract what I'm doing. So if I'm only thinking about myself, I cannot attract that energy. That energy cannot do good with me. Yes, makes sense? Yeah? Transforming from being the effect to being the cause. In every situation, you ask yourself, in the middle of argument, you have to ask yourself, am I the cause or the effect? Am I the cause or the effect? Am I getting angry because something they told me? Then I'm the effect. Am I don't have money and that's why I go to work? What type of job you're going to find? Job that relate to your reaction to not having money. Am I having fun going to work? What type of job you're going to find? Job that give you money and fun. It's all about climbing to become the cause, to the reason. It's very hard, guys. In words, well, piece of cake. Trust me, you go out there. So sometimes in a traffic, when there is too many cars on the highway, be the cause by let another car go in front of you. They will look at you weird, by the way. Do it, try. You will have magic right away. You'll be shocked. First, what's going to happen to you, you'll be shocked. The phone call you receive, you'll be shocked. How people will act on the highway, you will be shocked. One act. One. Just because you become the cause. Be careful not to have ego after that, because then you become the effect. After you do a good thing, oh my God, I'm amazing. Now you're effect of the good thing you did, so you are the effect. You got it? There's no end to it, but that's more in level 2. So, something to remember. Be the cause, don't be the effect. Okay, this picture, stay with you. Okay, this is easy. All right? Be the cause, don't be the effect. Never be the effect. Never relate to a situation where you have to go and try to explain what, hey, I did it, sorry about it. Take responsibility. I did it. You raise your hand, I did it. Problems start to go away 50%. Okay? Not when you're in court. All right. Now, what I would like to do with you is every person get attacked by the dark side in a different way. You need to look inside of you and find out where is your spot which you're not strong. Everybody has a spot where they're very weak. The dark side will not attack you in your strongest part. It will go to the weakest part to attack you. You need to know it will always be the same spot. Always. That's so much fun because you know where it's going to be. Person who has a problem with sexuality, that will be the spot. Food will be the spot. Whatever it is, it will come after you into that area. For the rest of your life, it will be the same. Same. I mean, it's almost boring. It's almost stupid. Like you can tell the future to people. When people tell you a story about sex, say again sex problem, again this, again this, same thing. So I'm considering myself, because I grew up with a mother who spoiled me with food, I'm considering myself an addict to food. I don't know how to stop. I don't know how to stop. Some of you know how to stop. I don't know. When I came to America, first time I saw a dessert plate, I didn't understand the concept. It's for everybody on the table. I think you get an individual dessert. You have a few spoons around it. So, you know, when you get with the finger, nobody eating it. So you pull it closer to you so you can have gently finish it by yourself. Creme brulee like that big. Nobody's touching it. Everybody with a diet. So that's when I was 265 pounds, guys. You know? So I remember a group of us, guys, 10 guys, we talk together. And all of us have something to carry. And we went on a diet in California. It's a very famous diet. It's called Rise and Shine. Don't exist anymore. Rise and Shine. What is Rise and Shine? You take a powder from a volcanic mountain. Amazing, right? Pour like a spoon, mix it either with water or orange juice, if you want to cheat a little bit. And you do it 3 times a day. Then in the morning you have a bowl, this size, I'm not joking, of all type of green vegetables. No salt, no vinegar, nothing. Lemon, you can have lemon. No sugar, no salt. And in the evening you have the same type of salad, like that. And you have to do it for 3 weeks with a lot of vitamin. Love it, love it. You lose weight. You lose weight the first week, or everything disappears. Problem was that in the end of the 3rd week, in the 4th week you only drink for a week. Trust me, amazing. You become an angel. Become psychic. The body is not even there. But the problem was at the end of that 3rd week, we've been invited to a Persian wedding. We didn't know what a Persian wedding mean. We didn't fully understand Persian wedding. So we come and they have a tent. My friend described it the best. If he tells the story, it's better. There is a tent only for dessert. You ever saw a tent? There's no food. No food. No food. There's nothing. It's all little coffee, tea, sugar next to the coffee, like a lot of sugar. Different type of sugar. Sugar like this, sugar like this, sugar. Dip. Then you have different cake that was swimming in the oil and then take out and put it in honey. Seriously, the whole thing is like that. It's called bamier, if I'm not mistaken, the sin. My biggest crime on food. So you need to understand, I'm walking into the tent. No sugar for 3 weeks. No cake, no nothing. And my friend described it like this. He said, you were only looking and smell it. And I go back there and said, what am I going to eat here? So there's a few cucumbers, with the plate. And as I come to the table, I see my 10 righteous, angelic friend with chicken and rice and this, you know, it was, everybody served themselves. And other plate as cake. So what's that? Where is it going? So this guy said, Eliyahu, sit for a second. So sit for a second, doesn't sound good, man. So just relax. I said, listen, Eliyahu, we really did it for you, this whole diet thing. I feel so angry that you did it for me. I mean, we all big. I said, no, but you did it more than us, and we thought you give lectures, speak, good looking. And we couldn't hold it more than 4 days. And after the 4 days, we fell apart, but we didn't want to break you. So you joking with me? I said, no, that's what happened. So I tell you what I'm going to do. Tell you what I'm going to do. And run back to the tent. And I have this big plate. And I put only cakes. You have no idea. No sugar. No sugar for 3 weeks. I don't know if you ever did it. No salt. Nothing. And I'm putting the cakes in my mouth. And I felt God. I felt angels dancing with me. I felt the body start lifting above the ground. You would never have a feeling like that. It was like my body became light. My consciousness came back. I had coffee for the first time after 3 weeks. Life became good. Colors look fine. I am happy. I am in. I'm back into the game. I am it. And I'm coming back to the table with backbone, my move. I can tell a joke again. I'm alive. The problem was, what happened to me? Half an hour later, I fall asleep. But I fall asleep physically, I fall gone. And my friend, Eliyahu, and they gave me so much water to bring me back. So what's going on? I said, man, you keep eating cakes. Eat at least something better. So what happened? Of course, we stopped the diet, all of us together. But the reason I tell you this story is to understand life. The product that comes from that left column, the effect, the blame, the victim, is a great product. It's just the problem with that product that you didn't do nothing for it, you didn't earn it. So when you put it in your body or in your soul, when you receive way too much that you can give, you are actually feeling high. That's why every wicked, evil person feels great in the beginning and feel terrible in the end. People who do cheating, people who do stealing, people who do whatever they do, it feels great. But after that, there is a certain thing that you feel terrible. So I have a list for you. I prepare a list for you. And I want you to do with me a little exercise. I want you to choose, please, 3 words that related to you. Go ahead. We have time. 3, subject. If you have a phone on you, please write it down. Those 3 things, because those 3 things will attack you for the rest of your life. Those will be the 3 things for the rest of us. So please look carefully. I'm sure you have more than 2 or more than 3. You seem like you have more than, oh my God. Oh, you have, it could be. But there is 3 of them that repeating. Like seeking validation, some of us, Not all of us. But you have to choose the one. Come on. Nobody is suffering from celebrating everything that seems good. Nobody have that. Being sad for everything that seems bad. Okay, you have your 3. Please write it on your phone. It will be very important. Or take a picture of the whole thing and then circle the one that you know definitely that's the repetitive pattern.
Someone wrote on WhatsApp, proving a point.
Yeah, Nina wrote proving a point.
Is it there? Proving a point? Yeah, proving a point. Yeah, proving a point, yeah. Proving a point. Yeah, we're going to talk about, those of you online, we're going to talk about all of it in 2 minutes. I just want to make sure we're doing like a healthy exercise. Healthy exercise. Okay, all of you have the 3. Now remember, those 3 has to do with something that repeating itself wherever you go. And until you don't change it, you will draw the same type of client and people and love and health issue. Once you change those three things, your life outside starts to change.
Are you suggesting that whatever we write is something that we have all the time?
Yeah, repetitive, yeah. Like whoever said proving a point, it has to be all the time. It's not like sometimes. You have it, proving a point. I want to prove my point. You know? Let's say if there's no Leo here tonight, right? So if you're a Leo, you have to prove a point all the time. You know? You're not a Leo, you're Aquarius, right? Yeah, okay. So Leo is a prove a point. It's always to prove a point, to prove a point. It doesn't matter if they're right or wrong. It's about proving the point because it's controlling, coming from there. But we're going to talk more about it in next Kabbalah Gym when I'm going to talk about reincarnation and tikkunim. Where does the tikkunim come from? Which lifetime? Now, what I want you to do is very simple. In a group of two, okay? In a group of two, what I want you to do, I guess in your case, a group of three, you have two, can you do it with your father or not comfortable? You want to change? So change there. Michelle, you come here.
Of course I can do it with him, if you don't mind.
No, it doesn't bother me. But you be honest with each other. Father, can you be honest with your son, okay?
I already wrote my 3 down, yeah.
Okay. All right. So I need you, what reactive behavior can you relate to from that list? So you say you're 3. Can you able to do it with boys here? The good boys. And then you did it already, and now share it in a group of 2, please. Share it with each other, share it with each other. Be honest. If you're shy, you can do it with Debbie. They don't judgmental. It wasn't one of their things.
And comfort zone. Staying in your comfort zone.
Definitely the impatience. It's funny that it says
Validation from
that's
people.
with you your whole life. Because when I was a kid, I would always used to say, I'm bored, everything. I was always bored. And really, looking back at it, it was just, I just didn't have the patience.
Really awesome.
I was
I've
stimulated.
definitely seen the third one.
Continuous.
But we don't have much for each other.
And then I think the other is
So see what behaviors can you relate to, and I just like point out the one I noticed.
I can relate to definitely
trying to fix other people's
I definitely
problems.
do that a lot.
And I think sometimes
It's hard
that,
not to just like
because it's easier to shift helping out someone else than you don't have to actually
It's what you
work
know.
on it. Yeah, so I think a lot of times it's easier to just sort of step out and focus on others.
I
And
actually
in a way,
deal.
you feel great about yourself.
Sometimes I'm not good.
You feel good,
I'm
but
actually somebody
all
who
you've
tries
done
to
is just kicks the can down the road.
Not really your thing.
I think probably the last
Comfort
one
zone?
would be,
That's definitely not you. Well, then I take back what I said. I don't see
man, that sort of people pleasing, like not saying no, always feeling like I have to say yes. And you know, even if there's no way I can, I'll still try to make it happen.
I definitely, the
What
one,
makes you
While maybe hurting somebody else
Yeah.
at the same time. Because I feel like
You have to
I'm
almost like, you're right, you have to almost like consciously choose to be.
Pisces. Yeah.
I can relate to the one about wanting to be right, proving that I'm right. I get that one sometimes when I'm with people in a conversation, like, I feel that desire to be right.
Something's not right.
I'm that way with
Right.
Right.
Proves that working on it. And then staying in my comfort zone.
Really right, you actually
He's like sweat.
I try to stay comfortable rather than go beyond
So like,
You good there? You talk to each other? You clear?
Yeah.
I just saw this one, actually, I missed it.
You guys finished there? One more. Go ahead. Take your time.
I mean, that was a lot of words up there.
Is there you want me to put it back?
Yeah, if you don't mind. I can relate
Of course. There is more. There is more from Rabbi Chaim Vital. Even give you a longer list, but this is about.
But sometimes the different ones come out with different people.
Yes, but there is a certain behavior that belongs to you. Like proving a point belongs to a person. Okay? Good. I'm very proud of you that you share. The reason that sharing is important because it's almost like a confession. So when your mouth talk, the words, you verbalize words out, And the ears of the person, once you study more deep Kabbalah, the ears is called binah. It means the words go into the upper world, they get clean, and then the words come back clean. So it's good to talk about your problem to at least one person in this universe. You always have to have at least one person you feel comfortable to go ahead. That's where they invented the Catholic confession with the boot. But the original point of confession used to be many years before that. It was part of spirituality that you go and confess your crime, your sin. If you look at the Bible, in the Old Testament, it's there. Confession, when you confess, at least to one person, not somebody who judge you, somebody who love you, you go take them aside and say, man, I need to open my heart about something. Would you be open to listen? And they say yes, they love you, sit, open your heart. And then you have to say it, like at least once a month, all the bad thing you did. And that's not their job to judge you. Their job is to listen, and if you want help, to ask for help, and then they will help you. Now, so that's why the importance of confession. Let me just, important thing about understanding proactive, creative, non-reactive, non-victim. How do you know if you're doing well? The way you know you're doing well is a few questions you have to ask yourself. Is it against my nature, what I'm doing? If it's not against my nature, you're wasting time. You don't do anything, nothing. It's like going to the gym, right? You ever work with a personal trainer ever in your life? Okay, so when I was the 265, so they sent me to a trainer. I didn't know that there is a gym that has no membership. It's only trainer waiting for you. Now, when you walk through the room, there is professional bodybuilder and big human waiting for you inside with big arm. So try to imagine me walking inside and I said, no, I want to do a diet or something, but let's not push it. And everybody is there is from a magazine, you know, those giants from the magazine. And this guy, I guess, really want to help me, so he paid for it. And so I cannot go out. So I tried giving him the Israeli salesman talk. Say, hi. So, and I started to tell him, listen, I was in the army and I used to be better and this and that. And the guy, very patient, listening to me. I said, so, and I have problem in my neck, my leg, my shoulders, and they keep listening. Okay. And I just want to make sure that we're not pushing a lot here. So, okay. So you start, my God, one of my nightmares. Okay. So we're only going to do half an hour this time, and we're going to build up. Half an hour, I can do half an hour. That half an hour was like visiting hell and then come back. No, I'm not joking. I think, and I keep stopping now. I said, you sure you know what you're doing? You just give up. They put me on a wall. I'm telling you, lifting weight, but the back to the wall, and they don't let me let go of the weight. Can you imagine? I'm standing there. I said, are you sure it's not destroying my body? Because I feel I'm falling apart. And you see the women there, they come, jumping rope like for 10 minutes, talking to each other about life. And me, I'm trying to jump. He took me outside, not because I said, I'm embarrassed. Can you take me somewhere? I'm jumping, and every 2 seconds I'm stopping because it's going into my leg. Because I'm looking that, but you have no idea. Then my wife joined me. That was more embarrassing. She started jumping like 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5. And I'm with the 1 minute, I cannot even do one. I can breathe. What I'm trying to tell you, against your nature. You want to behave good? It's not enough. Is it more than what you would do? Is it kinder than what you're going to do? So what if you pass the test? Now, give more. More generous. Somebody's not super nice to you. Can you give them compliment? No way! So you're not going against your nature, you're not creative. It's not a big deal to be not screaming at somebody that you want to scream. That's not good enough. You have to add 1 point more, against your nature. Outside of your comfort zone, very similar, you know, as many speakers already put it, Les Brown, Tony Robbins, Zig Ziglar, they always make a circle, they put a point and they say, this is your comfort zone. Outside of the circle is out of your comfort zone. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for to do something outside. Now, what's going to happen? Do you know what's going to happen? You're going to start meeting different type of people. You ever wonder why you don't meet new people lately? You ever wonder why there's no new opportunity waiting for you? You are still in the comfort zone. You don't want to get out. Almost like the book, Who Moved My Cheese? And I'm sure all of you read it by now. Who Moved My Cheese? Yes, you all know the book, right? Who Moved My Cheese? No? Come on, read it tonight. Finish it tonight. It's like that. Nothing. Like that. Who Moved My Cheese is talking about the fear of change. You got to get out of the comfort zone, okay? No pain, no gain, okay? That's, I don't need to tell you. Go the extra mile. Once you feel you did so good, now stop. how could I add one more to this? For example, in the law of charity, they say if you want to give $100, give 101. Why do they have to add one? Because it's called put $1 more for the extra mile. Add one more thing. Okay? So now you know my story with these people who met me in the valley. So I knew that. I said, it's a test. It's against my nature. It's out of my comfort zone. I'm judging them. I'm upset. Can I do it right? Now you understand how it works. So it's not about the object that you see. It's about you, what you overcome. It's what you overcome. Give you another example. Again, going back to tennis court. A lot of time on a tennis court, there is cheater on the other side. Like, but what does the cheater do to you? You know when I say cheater? Like the ball will line next to the line, out. Man, so, you know, and you go, you're being nice. You know, line is in. I don't know if you know the law. If you touch the line, it's in. Ah, far out. It's out. I was angry. I used to get so angry. So what's going on? They lie in my face. But what do you do? My friend, God bless this Israeli guy, sitting next to me, said, man, you're losing it. You're losing all your spirituality over tennis. What's going on with you? Somebody is lying. You're seeing it. Let me teach you something. He's a professional tennis player that broke his, he has problem with his knee. So he quit and become my friend. So I'll teach you something that my coach teach me. And that stay with me for the rest of my life. So if you play better, Eliyahu, the ball will never be close to the line. It will be exactly where it needs to be. But because you're not a good player yet, most of your ball, maybe it's in. So you touch the line. Let's say it's in. But if your ball will be inside, it will be any argument now. Say, my God, he's good. He is good. And that's what I start thinking in every area of my life. If I be good enough, there is no challenge coming from outside. The reason we don't meet new people because we want to stay in a comfort zone and get credit for it. And get acknowledgement that I'm good. And get miserable. What you rather be? A victim that everybody has mercy for? Or successful person that everybody say, wow, how did you do that? Most people that I give the course want to be a victim. Most people don't want to be a champ. They want to be the loser that everybody feel mercy for. How sick it is, sick. And that's why they always run into the same type of people. They didn't pay me. They didn't love me. They didn't give me enough. You're right, you're right. Play better. Put the ball in the middle. Can you? When I can't. I have problem in the shoulder, I can't. So don't blame him. No, what do you want? He's going to cheat for the rest of his life. He's a cheater in front of you. What are you going to do? Zero. You can do zero, nothing. But you can do something. Get better. Eliyahu, you get better. Forget about him. You get better, he has no choice. So you want to punish your enemy? Get better. You know how you punish your enemy? You get better. Forget about your enemy. They will be your enemy for the rest of your life. Until you get better, they have to leave. But if you're not getting better, they have to stay in your face. To remind you what? Hey, you're still in a comfort zone. Hey, you're still in that circle. Get out. Do something bigger. Become a king. Become a queen. Impress people. Go and do something out of the box. Wow. I went and I helped my enemy. And I'm going to end up this course with a story that moved me the most ever in my life. I have an old man walking into my office, 75 years old. Born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. He and his partner had a factory of meat. Whatever factory of meat looked like. Large, he said. So, 75 years old, Israeli guy, very judgmental. Look at the situation, say, where is this story going? It's going to be 2 hours about the meat. I say, young man, he said, can you be patient with me? Let me tell all my story. I didn't know what story is about to tell me. I thought, I hear thousands of stories. But this story changed my life. And he go like that, say, listen, Eliyahu. My partner and me were the best friend. Make a lot of money. One day my partner come to me and say, partner, my son, he tell him about his son, he's just overcome drugs and all kind of problem. And he's getting out of the rehab. I want to bring my son to work for us. The partner asked him, why? What's the purpose of it? It can create problem. So, well, I need to protect my son. I can't see him going down to the street. So I have to have my son around him and we give him some job. He said, but you know, it's come with drugs. It's come with problems. We don't know where it's going to go. Why don't we pay money, send him to education? I said, no, I want him with me. That's the first argument they ever had. It was a little tension. Let go. Next week he asked him again. The pastor said, listen, if you want to bring him, bring him. They bring him, the son fall asleep, doesn't work. Didn't work. The partner started to develop some issue with the guy who was not the father, the father of the son. So they develop issue with the guy who tell him, you should not bring your son. He feel like he's being judged. After 6 months, the son went back to rehab, problem. And that partner said to the father, he has problem of his own. And I felt the last 6 months we're not friends as he used to be. The guy didn't even answer, he left home. Came back, and that week, it was around this time, they did the accounting, the tax, late at night, the partner closed the door, and he take a big knife. It's a true story, that's what's shock about it. And he stabbed him. The father stabbed the other guy in his stomach. Thank God they didn't kill him, that's how I heard the story. And somehow somebody was in the office, he snitched about the whole situation, police, hospital, emergency room. They took him time to bring him back. They brought him back, he's alive, they gave him a lot of blood. He had to stay in the hospital for months. And that guy is now in a court, going to prison for attempting murder, I think. The partner, not the father, now there is a court, there is a lawyer. He stand in front of the judge, and that's what he say. I want to drop all charges against him. There's nothing that happened. I understand we're situated with a little fight. I don't want. The lawyer looked at that. They never talk again. He went on his way. They sell the money, the factory. This 75 who came to see me, continue with his life. Very good man, very special, very special. God bless him, very special. And everybody went their own way. The one who, the stabber, the father, had a terrible life. And he gets sick. He gets cancer, severe cancer. The doctor said to him, you have about 3 months to stay here. The partner got a phone call from the wife of that guy who was with the cancer. She's telling him, I don't know how to tell you this, but my husband is dying. And there is one thing he asked. We tell him, we want to bring you this, a show that you like, TV, something. He said, I only want to see one human being. Is this partner that I had. If you can find him, you will make me happy. So you really want to see him. You had to fight for 20, only him. He came to see him in a hospital, where he's dying. And he shook his hand, and he just tell him, please tell me you're capable of forgiving me. And the partner say, I forgive you. Look at it, say, I forgive you a minute after you stab me. Because I know how much pain you are in. And they both start crying. And of course, a few months after he died, he passed away. Why am I sharing you this story, my friend? It's not about just emotional story for me especially, because I met the person. You gotta go against your nature, not because you're a nice person. There is opportunity which are good that waiting for you. Money that waiting for you. Great thing waiting for you, but you can't see them. If you stay in the circle of comfort, you will be comfortable, but you will not discover who you are outside of the comfort.